Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. The Land of Dragons is done, so why don't we head on over to France and take care of the second visit to Beast's Castle.
Is it in France?
Yes?
Look, it's been a hot minute since I've seen Beauty and the Beast, and I had to remind, I didn't even know, or maybe I did, but I forgot that it was legit in France. But then I remembered there was that Le Fou motherfucker, was that his name? You know, that little dude?
Le Fou, roughly translated the Fool.
Oh, gotcha, and Gaston, I guess, is a French name. Too bad he doesn't show up in this game.
Yeah, true. One of my favourite bits of random trivia is the dude who voiced Le Fou voiced the Big Cheese in Resident Evil 4.
Who was the Big Cheese in Resident Evil 4?
I forget his name. It wasn't Salazar, it wasn't Sadler, it was the other dude. Mendez?
Oh, that dude. Really? That's him? Huh.
Better watch out, Beast. For women, am I right?
If I know. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that, actually, but, you know.
Man claims to know and understands nothing. And we all know what happens in Kingdom Hearts when one understands nothing.
We get confused further by the plot?
Well, you do. It is convoluted. It's not confusing if you've actually been following along. There is just 20 plus years of content to, wean your way through and acclimatize to.
This reminds me again, I remembered that a lot of important scenes in this game, call back to the movies as they were, but many times they're with the lack of music, and they lack so much gravitas in comparison. It's kind of weird to look at. Yeah,
the Pride Land's got this worse, I believe, but we're about to have a little bit of a reprieve with Beast's Castle, mostly towards the, right at the very tail end, actually, but this scene in particular, one of the most iconic in Disney's animated history, but no music here.
Potts was singing, but I guess they didn't want to kind of get her to redo that again, huh?
I guess not.
Room as quiet as hell, Beauty and the Beast.
Shout outs to Angela Lansbury, by the way. Really wish I hadn't phrased it like that. She's dead. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, a lot of our favorite... Oh, here he is. These days I've been thinking that because we know so much about Demyx now, that he's clearly obviously going to be the Master of Masters, I end up thinking about Xaldin a lot, because I'm sitting there going, how the fuck did he, this is his trajectory. He obsesses over Beast shit, all the time, in this game in 358/2 days. Then that gets wrapped up, and now he has fucking nothing. He doesn't talk in Kingdom Hearts 3. We don't know why he did this to begin with, so I don't know if they're actually going to go anywhere with this fucking character. It boggles the mind.
No, he's just gone back to being a castle guard, really. I guess Ansem, the actual Ansem, is more like a forgive and forget kind of guy. While he was stuck in the realm of darkness, he kind of lost his lust for revenge.
Are they gonna do anything else? Well, it's him and Lexius, where I'm just sitting there okay, so they've kind of done their one thing, and that's it. They're done. Are we even gonna bring them back anymore at this point?
No, they've just gone back to being their regular selves.
Oh, that's... well... I mean, at least Vexen got to do something else, am I right?
Oh yeah, and, Zexion is there as well, by the way. I know the guys have actual names. THD and I, we're all about the organization naming.
Listen, I've been calling this motherfucker Vexen for 20 fucking years. You think I'm gonna remember his actual name?
Helldragon, Keeper of the Dead name.
I mean, these days it is THD, so fair enough. Listen, I was 14 when I came up with that original name, alright? That's why I quit using it.
Wow, I was 18 or so when I came up with HellfireComms. It's like that one picture Fry drew in Futurama. Fry, age 22.
Were you really fucking 18 when you came up with that?
Well, no, that's roughly when HFC started.
Because I know you said that originally you named it HellfireComms after my name, which sort of embarrassed me post tense because I'm sitting there going, "Oh no, what if I rot?" You know?
Yeah. What if you left the channel, leaving me to a lifetime of solitude and sadness, trying to recreate the magic that once was, but will never be again?
Well, I don't know. How's Spar good on commentary? Does he do okay? Does he need more jokes? You know, anything like that?
Spar is wonderful. I'm joking, obviously. I have not been more proud of you now than I have been ever, really, with the trajectory of your life going from strength to strength.
I mean, no, it's been a journey, and, you know, sometimes you just have to move on past things that you're comfortable with in the past, to, even if the future is kind of, like, scary and confusing and frightening sometimes, you just gotta keep moving forward in spite of that, so that's what I've tried to do.
Or you could be like me and revel in repetition and just keep doing the same thing because I honestly enjoy it. Let me put it this way, even if everyone else perishes, I will still be here doing this because that's what I love.
Man, that's a little rough, isn't it?
Not really. I'm like, not talking in a professional capacity maybe, but as like a hobby.
No, I mean, literally everybody would die. If everybody just died, you know, I'd still be doing this.
Okay, well maybe death is a bit extreme, but if everyone else had just like moved on, shall we say.
I don't think I praise some of the Heartless designs enough. I do like those gargoyle statue Heartless. I don't know, it's just a cool aesthetic. What would you say probably is your favorite Heartless design?
Ooh, we've gone over this before, but, you know, we're covering a game with some slight changes, that, yeah, etc, etc. I've always been a fan of the Invisibles.
Those are alright. You know, I guess for me, I like the Knight Heartless, for example, the ones that we fought during the, you know, the not 1,000 Year, I'm sorry. I was saying 1,000 Year Door for a minute there. That game was good, by the way.
Calm down.
You know, the 1,000 Heartless fight, that one's pretty good. My favorite Nobody is the Dragoon one. I think I've said that in the past, but that's my favorite Nobody.
The rose, my rose.
Oh, I was actually just watching a bit of Dragon Ball Super, again, because I'm on a big Dragon Ball kick right now, so you say Rose, I think of Super Saiyan Rose.
That's not fair, Beast.
You know, that manga's still going. I wonder when they're going to start adapting that as, like, the next, you know, Dragon Ball anime.
Ooh, good point. I hope they skip over the superhero adaptation, because I don't need the same movie again, just with worse animation, thank you.
I don't know, they'll probably keep it. I mean, they adapted the others, right? Like, I would like to see them do Broly, personally. I mean, yeah, the animation will be worse, but maybe they can, like, expand it out and have some other story beats. That would be interesting, I think.
Well, right now they're doing superhero in the manga, and they're, like, right at the tail end of it, so I don't actually know where we're going after this.
But I was only fooling myself.
You know, I don't read it, but I, like, sometimes I see articles here and there. I think they're, like, I think it's like Goten and Kid Trunks, not Kid Trunks, Teen Trunks, I guess. They're at like high school, and like some of their classmates look like fucking Miles Morales and like, who was it? Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
You know, the alternate Gwen Stacy and that fat kid that Miles takes back. I don't know his fucking name. I should really finish Miles Morales on PS4, actually.
You should, because next month the second game is coming out.
Oh, that's true. No, that looks pretty good. Like, you know, I've been meaning to get it on PC, you know, the Miles Morales one for that, but I'm just sitting there going, $30, I don't want to. You know, that kind of deal.
$30 for Miles Morales is fucking great.
Well, I think right now it's like 35 or something. Usually they charge 40, but you have to understand, I'm somebody who will sit, I will have a game on my gamer book on my wish list for like fucking literal years, waiting for it to drop low enough for me to go, $10, I don't know, that kind of deal.
You are the Goku of waiting for a bargain. Like, you're just waiting for the moment to pounce.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad about that.
No, that's good. That's a virtue, mate.
I mean, okay, in my defense, I did buy Rift Apart at full price, because I was fucking there. I had to have that game, and that game was fucking amazing. So, I'm glad with that, yeah.
I want a sequel so bad that continues the story.
I guess at the end of it, you know, they're going to probably look for the Lombaxes. What I would like to see is them kind of, it's been a bit since I've played Tools of Destruction. I think the King of the Cragmites, I'm trying to remember, Tachyon. I think he got banished to another dimension. I don't think he died. So maybe they could bring him back. I don't know. I really like Tools of Destruction. I know it's not the most popular one, but I really liked it.
What they need is a collection of all the Ratchets, like, especially the originals, because the HD collections have some fucky stuff going on in there.
I would love it if they brought it to Steam. Like, you know, I've got the first 3 that's on PS3. I don't want to drag that out just to play those again. If they could bring those on Steam, dude, I would be so there. I would buy the fuck out of those.
I mean, are you really gonna throw your happiness away?
Maybe.
The rose is your only hope, isn't it? Well,
by the way, you guys have noticed this floating orb with a scythe in it, right? I've been trying to, like, block it out. It doesn't seem to be here in this shop for some reason.
Yeah, no, it keeps me awake. It's very bright.
See? You can't give up. Not now.
So how do you sleep exactly? Because you've trashed your bed. Do you just, like, curl up in the middle of the room or something?
Belongs to me.
Well, a cat can sleep anywhere, so I assume the beast can as well. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? This is Disney related. I don't know how closely you've been following that new Lorcana game that's coming out.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's very Magic the Gathering-esque, because I play Commander, kind of casually. But it's very Magic the Gathering-esque, and apparently it's been, like, super popular. So I don't know, I mean, I'm not gonna play it because meh, but I was wondering if you or anybody else has kind of heard about that and may be interested in getting into it.
I would like to do an unboxing if I can get my hands on a booster box, but there's a couple of other unboxing videos to go first.
They had to do like another print run because the starter deck's like fucking sold like crazy, so we'll see, I guess.
Oh look, it's the only absent silhouette fight I've ever actually been able to beat. I may have done a couple of others, but this is the one that sticks in my mind because I was sweating by the end.
Is Spar just kind of doing them if they happen to be in the way while he's doing it? Because I know he hasn't done the other... Well, he's done like Lexius and I think like one other, so...
I don't know, I haven't really asked his game plan, but the thing with Marluxia here is he casts, I think it's Doom on you, and you have a certain amount of hits you can take before you just die instantly, regardless of your health.
Yeah, so the amount of hits you can take is based on your level, from what I recall.
Yeah, that would make sense, actually.
Because I remember seeing, like, 99 and then obviously, like, level 1 runs. Kind of just have it at the 1. Obviously, this one is not as intense as his boss fight was in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think maybe, if I ever get around to playing these games, the final mix versions, I'd like to try one now that I have access to a dodge roll and other dodge functions.
Well, we'll see, but he still has his Doom bullshit, so good luck with that.
That is true. I mean, historically, I don't really stick with hard stuff. I'm just kind of content to beat something and move on. I'm not really into games for, like, the challenge, per se. I mean, again, it's not bad if you like it that way. If you play games for that reason. Me, nah, I just like doing stuff and then just going on to the next game just to say that I did it,
I like doing critical runs in Kingdom Hearts. Like, I think I've done KH1 on Proud during the Guiding Key. I know I did 2 and 3 on critical, so maybe when 4 comes out, I'll start on Proud mode and go from there.
Even though I'm not really following Kingdom Hearts, I still am a little interested to see what kind of worlds they are going to put in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, of course,
Just because, I mean, now that, of course, that Disney owns everything, I guess I want to see kind of what they cover. Especially if they attempt to MCU the fuck out of everything as usual, so... apparently they started doing that with Star Wars, and I have heard the results are not great.
Well, Book of Boba Fett was very, very mid, apart from the 2 episodes where Mando kind of stole the spotlight. Mando Season 3 was sadly hit and miss. I liked the finale. I thought that was pretty solid. But yeah, they started mixing in, like, stuff from the New Republic and whatnot, which some people have theorized that the New Republic show, like Rangers of the New Republic or whatever it was going to be called, the show that got cancelled, essentially, was folded into that season, which would make a lot of sense. But yeah, sadly, not as high quality as Season 2, which, to be honest, when you have Luke fucking Skywalker, you know, rocking up and doing a Rogue One corridor scene, kind of hard to top that. But I've very much been enjoying Ahsoka.
I've heard mixed things about Ahsoka. I heard Mando Season 3 was really not that good. I don't know, it's just like, it really seems like, you know, with this in the MCU, they're trying super fucking hard to replicate the original success of it, and they're missing a lot from what I hear. I don't know. This is just me as an observer. I obviously don't have the experience with it, and maybe, again, I'm too cynical for some of this shit, to be fair. So, I mean, it's best to, you know, if you enjoy it, sure. Just, I always ask that people are just kind of even-minded about things, you know?
Yeah, like, I enjoyed Mando Season 3 more than most, but even I can agree, if you had to pick one season out of the 3, that was just lesser. That's it. And, well, here's my Steven Universe quote for the day. As much as I will defend that show, it has issues. Now, I don't think those issues are as big of a problem as a lot of people try to say. They try to completely write off the show, say none of its themes land, all the animation is terrible, when, I'm going to be honest guys, every animated show has issues, you know, but they don't have dedicated hate bases that just trot out the same images over and over. When Helldragon says you have to look at stuff with an even mind, that's the good and the bad, you know. You kind of get unbalanced if you look at it too much in either way.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be even-handed and kind of, yeah, like you said, get both sides of the equation. Anything, really, I feel. The best road is usually in the middle. Maybe I'm not as committal towards a particular path as some people, but I just kind of, you know, see the advantages of looking at both the good and bad of everything. You know, not necessarily just like video or whatever.
I mean, for one thing, it's just interesting, because if you keep your mind open, you might find something that's supposedly really bad that you enjoy, and you would have, you know, never otherwise watched. And conversely, just dissecting and looking at stuff from a critical angle can be fun, which is why I don't completely write off the idea of, like, video essays and whatnot that may be overly negative. It's just, again, some don't have that balance, and I find them very annoying.
To be fair, it really rewards kind of negative clickbait shit on this channel. I mean, on this platform, I'm sorry. Not this channel, no. We've never said anything bad about Kingdom Hearts.
Hastily discards Helldragon is trash, and this is why.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that in the archives, Tom. He's doing this reaction command a lot, by the way. I just noticed that.
I know, right?
I mean, if it works, it works. I'm just sitting there like, how can Marluxia fall for the same shit like the 5th time in a row?
Well, he's an absent silhouette. I guess his mind is the thing that was absent there. But yeah, TLDR, negativity sells. And, you know, you can make as many positive videos as you like, but they're just not, unless they're like super well made and the word of mouth is great, not going to top the others in terms of numbers and whatnot. But if all you're doing is doing stuff in, like, the quest for clout and numbers, again, you've fallen out of balance. I'm talking like a fucking Jedi here, but, you know, the Jedi have their own share of problems as well. One of which is being fake. You know, George Lucas, you may want to get on there.
By the way, what were we doing here? Oh, yeah, the Xaldin thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's Xaldin's being a goofball, a real dingus, and we gotta go stop him.
Like, you just walk in, I'm like, man, I just casually spanked the shit out of one of your former comrades, so let's do it, bitch.
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing to myself here. I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z Abridged as well, and I'm thinking of Dragon Ball Z Abridged Kai, where Super Saiyan 2 just slaps Perfect Cell, and it becomes Imperfect Cell. Get lost, you dingus. I'm not a dingus, you're a dingus. Oh no, I've killed us all. Not all of us, Gohan, just me.
Yeah. I do think that DBZ Abridged is probably the best Abridged show from what I've seen. You know, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged kind of started, but I always felt the humor was a little too meta and memey. But DBZ Abridged, is funny, but it also keeps all the characters consistent while introducing new wrinkles and things like that. So that's why I think it's probably the best abridged show.
So, Beast, you're talking about a bridge series, are we? I have one.
Oh,
no. No, you can't tell them about that!
Metabots abridged.
No! I fucking nuked that thing from the face of the earth.
Man, I was going to do a voice for that. I don't know how well it would have turned out, but I think that would have been fun, at least.
I thought it would have been hilarious. You don't get to say this, Xaldin. What an asshole.
So you
Perfect
see,
chief, though.
That's why we need your heartless and your nobody.
Why, you trying to fill out the Collectopedia or something? What's going on here?
Your depression can stay, however. We don't really need that. It's a little awkward, actually.
Well, you know, the unversed aren't a thing without Vanitas, so...
Oh, that's true, yeah. I wonder if they're going to introduce any other, like, new types of stuff. You know, something akin to the Unversed, and then there's, like, a... Well, no, they've been doing that a lot. They have the Dream Eater monsters, and then the Unversed, and then the Unmentionables, and the Unwashables, and the Unclean, you know, that kind of deal.
Oh, the Unclean. There's the Gout monster, here it comes. Well, Darkness is not meant to be able to get into Quadratum, but the trailer showed, like, a feral-looking... whatever the giant monster is called, so clearly something's going on there, but I imagine there will be some other kind of monster, though.
Listen, Darkseid only showed up because he's contractually obligated to appear almost in every Kingdom Hearts game. No, he was in 3, I remember, but he was like a water version of him, I don't know.
No, there was a regular one as well, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it's funny, he is basically in every Kingdom Hearts game. Ooh. In Kingdom Hearts 3D, I believe he shows up in a picture.
Hey, no, that counts, right? It's very cold out here. What the fuck is that?
Is that?
Really, Xaldin? This is your big plan to kidnap Belle?
Look! It's the rose!
Gotcha!
Yoink.
Belle!
Whee!
He's really got to get another hobby, though.
Really? Like, Xemnas doesn't mind him doing this as long as it sows fear and uncertainty. You could kick Donald Duck to death for all I care.
You could do whatever you want on your PTO, I don't give a shit.
You! Get out of my castle now!
We are out of your castle.
No, you're still on my property, I can see it.
What shall I leave behind? Belle or the rose?
Belle!
Donk.
Really?
Good one, Belle.
This doesn't make Belle look savvy, it makes you look stupid.
No, I'm not owned at all. Look, I'm gonna use 6 spears this time.
Wind, guard me from criticism.
I do have to say, in terms of like the battle itself and the weapon shit, Xaldin's probably my favorite. I just think it's cool to do the Psycho-Kinetic, like 6 spears Psycho-Kinetic. That's awesome. Alright, I'll say that.
Where's the fun in this?
Here's what I want to know. You know, I've talked about this fight in the past, of course, when you have to... At the time, I was having trouble getting around his green combo, but then I found out you just block a ton in this fight. Here's what I want to know. Is there a way to dodge his big tornado attack without using Reflect in Final Mix?
You could jump over, I suppose.
Really? Because I have never been able to do that, at least in vanilla.
There's much for you to learn, good Sir Dragon.
Well, I mean, I don't really devote myself to getting better at video games, I hope you noticed.
Well, you don't get to complain about not being good at video games, then.
I will complain about whatever I want, whenever I want, and I'm gonna complain about you complaining about me.
Oh, I'm mad about the source of anger itself!
Holy shit, he just, like, deleted most of his fucking life bar. I thought he wasn't gonna get off a green combo.
Huh?
Alright, let's see what happens here. He might just use Reflect anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well, maybe I'll find out some other time.
This is gonna be your organization quest now.
I don't want to, though.
Well, I'm sorry, nobody gets to pick their obsession quest.
Zenmus, can I have a cool weapon? No. You get to use the garbage can lid, and you like it.
When I start a fight, it's 6 things that appear, but each one is a season box set of Steven Universe. Like the 5 seasons and future. I'm just gonna hit you with them.
I get like 6 brooms. Wait, wasn't his parody weapon like brooms in 358?
Yeah, there's like, you could get different weapons for each of the members, and then like their final one was a gag weapon. I believe, like, I actually can't remember what Zemda said, to be perfectly honest.
Probably just like wiffle sticks or something.
Here, it's yours again.
Belle?
I know. You want me to leave the castle.
Well, the pizza doesn't deliver out here, so I am gonna need someone to pick it up. Le French pizza.
What matters is, you weren't hurt by Xaldin. You're safe.
Your fine ass is still preserved.
And, I'm very grateful to you for...
Okay, I'm looking up the joke weapons here. Roxas has an umbrella, Larxene has butterflies, Marluxia has a big spoon, which is pretty funny. It's more like a ladle than anything. Luxord has CDs.
Nice.
Demix has a racket, a tennis racket.
That tracks.
Axel has 2 pizzas with a slice cut out.
Well, they're not pie tins, but close enough.
Syx has a banana. Zexion has a sandwich. Lexaeus has a toy hammer. Vexen has a pot
I'd
lid.
like you to stay.
Xaldin has 2 broomsticks.
I knew it was brooms.
Zigbar has hair dryers. Xemnas has fans.
I know, I think I like the hair dryers, actually.
Thank you to the Gamers Joint for that. That's the video I looked at here.
Maestro, music.
It's a little thing, but you give me like the original music, even in MIDI, and I'm happy as a clam, really.
Is Forte playing this right now, or... Oh wait, no, we haven't introduced him to Kingdom Hearts yet, have we?
I'm still here!
They can't be happy if they're dead. Listen, I mean, stupid movie, but Tim Curry, always a masterpiece.
Always ready for a little adventure.
The two of them do seem made for each other.
I miss you, David Ogdenstairs.
Oh shit, I forgot he's dead too, damn.
All this and more next time on Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.